Hello everyone, welcome to Intermediate Accounting 2. My name is Anne-Marie Anderson. I'll be your instructor for this online course. For those of you who are not sure how to get into Canvas, which is where the course is being held, if you will, you would go to the main Raritan Valley webpage. You can scroll all the way to the bottom here and click on the Canvas link. And you might have to do another login with the G number. Mine's automatically set up, so I can't really show that part to you. But ultimately, this is something similar to what you'll see. And here we are. Here's Accounting 204, which is Intermediate Accounting 2. If you see this little notification here, that means that there are messages for you to read. Really, you don't have 14 messages right now. I just have to go through and clear them out. All right. This has a little bit more in it than yours would, simply because there's sections that I don't need you to be seeing. So I'm going to switch over to student view. So I'm looking at the same thing you'll be looking at. Okay, here we go. So once you get into the course, this is what it's going to look like. Really, these are the modules. The home is actually, all right. I'm going to have to change that. Something small there. But the modules are where you're going to be living for the most part. So here's a Getting Started tab. You read through this, and what I've got in here is I've got your syllabus. You've got an Excel-based calendar. I talk a little bit about the book, which most of you, well, not all of you, should not have to buy a book because you had Intermediate Accounting 1 recently. That was the 10th edition, and now it is Intermediate Accounting 2, so you shouldn't have to buy any new products. Talked a little bit about the discussion forums and the homework questions, and I'm going to have this video placed into here as soon as I'm done with it. And I have a link to your introduction. Okay, so once, take your time reading through all the documentation that's in there. I'm going to go back to modules. This is a link. The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to introduce yourself to the class. And if you haven't taken an online class before, this was my introduction. If you haven't taken an online class before, there's typically a posting requirement as well as how many people you have to post back to. In this case, it's an introduction form. It's a small class. I'd like you to reply to at least 2 other posts. Your original post should be this long. Your reply post should be that long. If you ever have questions about what your post should look like, you can look at the rubrics that are always attached to these forums. All right, so I'm going to go back to modules. Here we go. This is what your typical chapter module is going to look like. All right, this is going to be it's going to start off with my introduction of the topic, and I'm going to click on it in a moment. This is going to be your online homework, which you'll do in the Connect website. This is where I expect you to post discussion and homework questions that you have. And there is a required posting amount for every chapter. You have 2 posts. You have to post. It sounds I use the word post a lot. You have to have 2 posts, and I kind of tell you how the grading works on those. And you can read through that again at your leisure. And every time I grade these, you'll see that I'll have a rubric. Now, posting, when I tell you have to post something, does not mean what you type something like, I agree, or this chapter was hard, or this chapter was easy. That's not going to get you any points. All right, so your posting has to be substantive. All right, so, okay, like I said, that's where I'll get to that introduction in a moment. This is your homework, which is Connect. This is those forum discussions. These are really your 2 main gradable things. Really, if you look to what is gradable in this course, it's going to be your homework, it's going to be your discussion questions, as well, and it's going to be your exams. Anything beyond that I provide you is just extra. So these SmartBook assignments that you can click on here, they're going to take you to something to Connect. I've got them set up to take you between 60 minutes to 90 minutes. And what they're meant to be is practice. They're questions from the chapter. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to add the total score you get on these to your final homework score. So let's say you're doing your homework, you're here, and you've got a 95, and you just simply don't have it in you to get the extra 5 points to get to 100. So what I will do is if you have, let's say, an 80% on your SmartBook assignment, I will take the 95 you have from your homework plus the 8 points, the 80% that you have from here, and I'll record your grade at 103 for that chapter. Okay, so that's my incentive to you. It's kind of like extra credit on your homework. All right. And I've written more about that. You'll see here in the main page. I've written that little thing I just set up in case it was too quick for you here. Okay, the wrap up. So if you have questions, let's say the chapter closes. I'm not going to be helping you with homework in your discussion. That's supposed to be kind of a group thing. You discuss them together and you help one another. But if there's still something like a problem or something that you just could not get your head around and you want somebody to explain it to you, then you're going to click here at some point and you post it to me in here. As soon as the chapter closes, the homework closes, I will come in here and I will post you a video description of whatever homework problem that you have. All right. It'll be customized based on whatever you tell me you're having an issue with. And then we have instructor videos. I have them for the first like 7 chapters, I want to say, but then after that, I do not. Simply because I ran out of time. If I have time this semester, I'll finish them up. But the idea is that this is the chapter for chapter 12, and it's my lecture, just similar to what I'm doing right now on each chapter's material. All right, so you have those. All of those are optional. Okay, so let me click on here. In this investments chapter for the first one, you'll see a little description. This is my write-up of what is going to be in the chapter. I tell you, read the introduction, read the chapter, review all your instructional materials. I have the PowerPoints for each chapter linked here for you, so you can download them if you like. This is a direct link to your homework, which is the same one that was just on the outside. All right, that was in the module. It's just I gave you access to it 2 different places. Same thing with the discussion homework form. I gave you access to it in 2 different places. And the smart book, I gave it to you in 2 different places. And then there's that wrap-up form in case you have questions you want to ask. All right, so I pretty much repeated everything that was on the outside here. But the idea was I didn't want you to have to go into this module every single time to get to anything. So everything is available out here as well. All right, chapter 13, same way, same format. Your exam is going to be taken online. You click on it here, you have 1 chance to take it. You got 120 minutes. I want to say it's 40 questions. Usually they're 40 questions, sometimes they're 50. And you click here, you can use SmartBook to help you prepare for the exam along the way. It's a study tool. And once you go to click on it, you have that 1 opportunity to take it. So make sure that you have 2 hours free. Okay, sorry if you hear any yelling upstairs. My husband's getting the kids ready for bed. All right, so what I have here is I pulled Connect has a partnership with, I want to say Becker, maybe, CPA, yeah, I think it was Becker. They have CPA review prep questions. And since many of you in this class are here because that's something you're interested in, I took the ones for each chapter and I put them in here, and they are purely for you to practice. All right, and I have 1 discussion post out here for you guys. Oh, and I forgot to hide this chapter 20. I don't know why it's not hidden. This fair value discussion post is the one that will be due during this period. And so let me go quickly back to here to that getting started module. Your calendar is here, and it is Excel. And I have all the dates laid out for you here in case you'd like to see them this way. All right, when everything is due, the due dates, the range, time frame, that things are open. But beyond that, if I have it here, you have that option. You also have it, if you click on this syllabus here on the side, I repeated the syllabus that you'll see before, but here's all the dates for due dates for things as well. Okay, and I have those SmartBook assignments open up until your first test because I want you to be able to practice. I mean, for each test. That's how I have it set up. All right, so your deadlines are in here as well. Let me just take your grades you'll be able to review in here at any time. And obviously right now you don't have any grades, and this is how you'll see it. All right, so if you went to McGraw-Hill, oh, well, it doesn't like me because I'm set up as a student right now. So let me come out of here and make it as a leave student view. And very quickly show you Connect. You'll have to log in with the same login you had for Intermediate 1. Here's SmartBook. You won't have all these options. You'll have different options, right? But you have the Connect library. You can go to my Connect section. So let me just click on the Connect section. It'll look something similar to this. And here's all the assignments. So you can go directly to Connect if you so choose. Chapter 12 homework. Here's the SmartBook assignment. 13 homework, SmartBook assignment. Again, there's the extra credits, the SmartBook. And here's your first test and so on. All right. Chapter 14, right? So there's no surprises. Once you have this system set up, that's the way it's set up. And these are all of those CPA review prep questions that are optional. All right. I just wanted to show you something in the library. Of course, it's going to look different because you're the student version, but you do have media. And what I mean by you have media is if you click on it and you go to the chapter you're interested in, so we'll go to chapter 12. in theory. There you go. If you go to chapter 12, you can see videos of each one of the sections of the chapter, 12-1, part 1. So it explains what a debt investment is. A debt investment is for this particular one, and so on. So if you're having trouble with a particular section of the chapter, come on in here and see if somebody, kind of teaching it to you in their words will help you. I mean, alternatively, you can watch my videos, but I want you to be aware that this media is here for you. All right, I look forward to a good semester. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me.